Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Clues, Cues and Reviews, and today we're talking about Demon Prince Poro, chapter 2 and 3. Another one of those series that are part of this new brand of series that have come out, the 6. This is one of the other ones that doesn't look like someone's picked up in terms of scanalation terms. So I'm doing the second and the third chapter review. I've been kind of holding back on it, hoping that 4, 5, 6 and chapters were going to come out. It doesn't look like the English translation has happened. I'm grateful they've at least come out with these 3, and I'm mindful that they might not ever come out in English, but here's to hoping, fingers crossed, it stays popular in Japan and it continues. Anyway, let's get on to the review. I'm going to do it in 3 segments. This is the introduction, then I'm going to do chapter 2, chapter 3, and we'll close it up. Anyway, moving on to chapter 2 review. So, chapter 2 is interesting because it kind of, the way this comes across, it continues the main story plot, but it's kind of like, this is another day in the life of, and that's what I like about it, it's different. So we're getting introduced to more and more characters. So what happens with this one is, Poro basically decides, look, he needs to stay on the throne, become number 1 so he can change the demon world. He's going to do that by essentially learning as much as he can from the human world and implementing it there when he's king in a year's time or so. So, in all his excitement, he talks about this traffic light system that they have in the demon world, and I couldn't stop laughing when I read it, and I was like, so he's saying, oh, in this world you've got stop and start, but in my world you've got hit him, run him over, and run him over again. And I'm like, oh my god, it's really violent down in the demon world. But it's funny though when he goes, hit him, run him over, and run him over again. And like, that's like red, amber, green, or whatever have you in the UK. So that made me laugh a little bit. But because he does all this note taking and kind of exploring the world, he ends up going late to school, and he runs into the hall monitor, or like the president of the school, who checks you for being tardy. The prefect, that's probably the word I'm looking for. So because he's late, he's like, you should be expelled for this, I'm going to let you off. And there's a cat it looks like a cat in the background, and it looks like it's the type of demon, and it possesses this guy. So this guy ends up basically beating people up that were messing about and they were hoodlums. And Poro has to jump in, so Poro stops him, exercises him, and basically sends what is actually a demon rabbit that possesses people to the moon. What I found interesting with this, it was quite relatively simple, and we got the resolution pretty nice and easy, which makes it good, like a slice of life or a daily episodic life of Demon Poro. Like if it was an anime, this would be kind of cool. So with that being said, it was a really simple chapter. I liked it. It was funny that even though this guy is like the strongest demon around other than the Demon King, he's still scared of like the whole monitor. He doesn't want to be late to school. He kind of makes a friends with him because that guy now understands about the demon world and who he is, and he lets him off for being late again because this time he was checking out the post. So it's a funny little chapter for me. I enjoyed it. Let's move on to chapter number 3. And now we're talking about chapter 3. And chapter 3 was actually funny in a different way. So basically in chapter 3, his love interest comes. So essentially it's Fu and Rai run into her first, and they get their asses kicked quite easily. It turns out she's ranked 10th overall as the strongest demon, and she's ranked 1 in terms of the fire-breed demon. So we get a lot of different things in this one. So we get told that in the demon world, basically, there's no such thing as love, romance, and dating and that kind of thing. Chivalry literally does not exist. It's just kill or be killed. And it's all about bloodline. So his fiancée is this girl, and she just wants to get impregnated. She literally even says it by him, and he's like, no, I'm not doing that. I want to learn about all this kind of thing, and then I'll think about it. And basically, she goes, oh, I'll help you. And then she's got this big plan. And essentially, the plan is to find opportune ways to basically manipulate the situation so he can fall in love with her. So she tries, the first part of it she tries is the zoo. So she gets this FOMO and she goes, Kinino number 5, and she's like, it's basically Chanel or whatever, right? And she sprays it on herself, and it's like a pheromones thing, and like any male basically will jump on her because she's put it on, but she doesn't read on the label that it will affect animals in the area not to use it in the human world and may not work on strong demons. So he literally drives all the male animals wild and they start rampaging, and he basically saves her life, and she saves this child. So basically, even though she's powerful, she isn't as powerful as Poro is, and he saves the day. She couldn't even keep up with him because he was so fast. And then he takes her to a cinema, and then she tries to basically use a snake to tie him up, and she gets interrupted and she can't do anything. And then she tries using like a powerful poison / potion on him, a love potion, and that doesn't even work. So she tries it on herself and she gets poisoned, and he kisses her and he takes the poison out. So literally everything she tries doesn't work. She's trying to make him fall in love with her. It doesn't work. And then she runs off at the end. Look, like, I don't understand women. What do you want me to do? So she gets frustrated and she is left. Brilliant chapter. It's a shame that we have to stop it at chapter 3. I can only say it's a pity that no one's picked it up. I really hope that we get some, even if it's a bulk thing where they do scanalation, like 5 chapters or whatever, and I'll come do a big review at that point. But for now, chapter 2 and 3, Poro, Demon Prince's Diary of the Human World, and I'll see you next time.